Hey guys. So today I did okay. $326, $74.05 on commissions and 34 tickets. So I did a couple of trades. So let's look at some of them. So a Novartis, NVS. So this is good lesson on stop out. So on the daily level, it gapped down. It's a little bias that it would go up. There's room for it to go. Notice that the SMA is up here. 15-minute looks like it's holding this level pretty well. So I was very cautious about where to go on this stock. But when I saw the 5-minute, that at the time you see this level here, 84.54, I knew that one of two things was going to happen. If it breaks this level, it's going to fall like really badly. But if it does not, then that means this is a good level of support. It's going to go back up, which is exactly what it's doing right now. Look at the 1 minute, boom, went all the way up and that's why I stopped out. I told myself, okay, I'm taking 1,000 shares here, 84.57. It moved up, and once it broke this EMA, I was like, you know what, I'm getting out. So I got out, $70 loss, prevented this from being stuck in this position on the run up, potentially a bigger loss. So that's my trade on Novartis. Cerner kind of screwed me up, but then I made money back. So Cerner, long bias on this one. So daily level, it gapped up. I was actually thinking it will fall. It did not fall. So on the 15-minute, you see it has this run up here. So that's why I was biased on the long side, even though I kind of expected it to fall back to the mean. So basically what happened here was 5-minute, I went long, it dropped, I got stopped out. Only 500 shares, but that was a pretty big drop. So I lost a lot of money on that one. So it's like $405 loss. So that was from 65.89 to 65.19. That's like 80 cent drop. So I lost a lot of money on that one. So I had to do a lot of work to make it back. But as you can see here, this is a level. This is where it's consolidating. So I figured it was going to, once it breaks consolidation like this, which is where it peaked, I should have stopped that once it didn't break that. The only problem here is the spread was very big. So, you know, I was trying to look at the spread, making sure that if it did break, it was a legitimate downturn and not just some random event, but or not part of the range that it was trading at. But anyway, it dropped on me, but I stopped myself out. Then I, started doing the other stocks. What happened? I came back to it. I saw that it lost these levels, even though it was trading pretty bigly. And then this is sort of a level of resistance for the stock. So what I was looking at here was then what the level twos were telling me. And then level two, the stock looked weak. It could never break back up beyond this level. Look at the 5-minute. So it's constantly trending lower. So when it made a new 5-minute low, that's when I entered. So it couldn't do anything, and then it started to break down. So I went short. I think I took 1,000 shares. So as a drop, I started to cover, and then I got the last piece on the way when it started to look like it was bouncing back. It did run up, it started to chop around here for a bit. I did another stock. I think that's when I went to play Novartis. On the way back from Novartis, after I stopped out, I saw that, okay, it bounced around for a bit. It didn't really break this level. Level 2 looked weak again. It's probably going to try to break and go lower. So that's what I did. I did 2,000 shares this time. It dropped, and then I just covered pretty aggressively. So 60.45. So I covered all the way down. So that was my play on Novartis, and I mean on Cerner, and I made back the loss that I got on it. ZGNX, I think I did some similar things. So ZGNX, on the long side, I lost money. So again, very similar to Cerner. it was look at the daily level. So it got down, long bias for me, 15-minute, looked like it's going to be long, 5-minute, made new 5-minute high. So I went long, and then I got stopped out. Went long, added to my position, and then I got stopped out. So then what happened next was I started to go short on this stock, and I kept adding to my position. So basically it couldn't break it, so it wasn't going to be long, right? So then I went short. It pulled back, didn't break this level at all, so I added to my position, added more. I think at some point I had like 2,000 shares or 2,500 shares, somewhere along that. When it dropped, I covered some. Again, it went back up, but it didn't break this level. On the way down, I covered, popped up, didn't really go to my break even. On the way down, I covered. And so that was it for ZGNX. So overall, decent day. $326.74 in commission. So that's decent. I got screwed over a bit on CERN. It's a tough stock to play, but the good thing about this is it's very clean. If you notice all of these stocks here, it's not overlapping averages. So that's what I hate, is if it's caught between two simple moving averages, which are strong levels for my charts, the way I set it up, that would have been difficult to gauge where things are going. Kind of like if we were looking at this 15-minute, you see SMA. So if it was trading around the 44 to 50 level, somewhere around here, that's going to be hard for me to gauge where it's going to be, because it's going to chop around that range, right? Here, it's below it. It's easier for me to read it. So I'm fortunate in that regard. The hard part for me today, I feel like, was the fact that the stocks here that I was playing was chopping around some pretty, and then because the spread on it was so bad that you see it basically chops, and then from that position you got to give it a little more room, but then also be cognizant of the fact that by giving it a bit more room, you got to be very disciplined in your approach. It breaks certain levels where it is definitely where you're going to exit, then you need to exit. So here, double top on the way down. So you see it's forming some pretty good patterns here. Double top, once you see this, probably go short around here. You do pretty well. Anyway, I'm done for the day. Still in Japan. Actually, I have a super early flight, 3 a.m. going to Tokyo. So I gotta upload this video, and then I'm gonna peace out. Hope you guys do well stateside. I should be back by end of the week. We'll see how that goes. All right, guys. Peace.